Good morning YouTube, welcome back to another video. It's Chris back at Cloudview Cars. Where are we and what are we doing today? So at the moment we're in the garage. We have got a new bumper, well not a new bumper but a bumper to fix. So basically last night we did a little bit of fiberglassing on that because when we got it, it was totally cracked all the way down, so we fiberglassed it. I did try just using body filler on it. Unfortunately that was having absolutely none of it, so we're going to do a bit of sanding on that. Done the inside of it as well. We've also used the whatever it's called, the gunny thing where you to get, yeah, I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments. So anyway, we are about to turn the heating on because it's freezing. So what we'll do is we will get some body filler on this bumper today. This is for a Toyota Yaris, which is just outside. We'll get the body filler on it. We'll get it sanded down, and then we'll hopefully get round to spraying it. So the car it's come off is a 2008 Toyota Yaris. I've seen the number plate. It's just sat right there. So I'm still got the bumper off at the moment. So when we've got it, we've had to do a little bit of body filling here, sand it down. That needs spraying, but as with our glorious weather in Scotland, it's pissing down. So there's that. This bit here we've already done, sanded, that's just ready for spraying. What else have we done? We've painted the wheels. There's a new wheel to go on there. That had a flat tyre, so that wheel's there. What else have we got to do? Bloody hell. Hubcaps to go back on there. I'm going to use the original ones, which came with, they're just on the hot tub in the garden. There's obviously the Beamer. We've got the van still, she's still here. That's just cost me a friggin' arm and a leg, but I'll talk about that later on. I think we've got a buyer lined up for this, I'm not sure, but I'm actually quite tempted to keep it. So obviously that's looking pretty sorry for itself. We need to get some caps for the centre of the wheel, just noticed they've come out. So that's the van, that's the Beamer. So there's my partner's car over there. Yeah, so little Toyota Yaris, good little car. It's covered some miles, like it's covered 103,000. As always, I'm recording and someone wants me. That's probably our last. So where are we? We are going to get this sanded. So hang on, sorry, no we're not. Totally miles away. So what we're going to do is, so the car that's come off, yeah, that's what we'll get to, that's what I've got to, isn't it? So the car that's come off is obviously the Toyota Yaris, which is just outside. It's an 103k. We paid very little for it, actually, to be fair. No, we didn't even pay that. We paid, I think it was £400 for it. It's a very cheap car. We've done a little bit of body work on it, so we're probably into it now for about 500-ish. I don't really take into account man hours because obviously it's me doing it anyway. So that we shouldn't have to outsource that. It's already got 9 months MOT, so I think we'll sell it with that MOT. So yeah, garage is an absolute shit state. I need to get on with sanding this. So what we'll do is I'll get some of this sanded off, get some body filler on it, and then we'll cut back in when that's done. So we've done, oh shit, bollocks. Okay, so what we've done, I've sanded the top of the bumper now. So we've got to put some more body filler in here. Get some body filler over this now, and then we'll start sanding back. Try and get it as flat as we can. There's going to be a natural line in there. I probably should have just left it on the back if I'm honest, and just gone with body filler. But for my peace of mind, I'm going to go for that. At the end of the day, this isn't going to be an expensive car. You'd probably say, well, just change the bumper. I think it's 6 2/3 to be honest. I think if I can save myself 100 and 150 pounds, try to save this bumper for an hour or two's work, then I'd rather do that. So we'll get some new plates and I'm off to tidy the car up. I think today the plan of attack is I'm going to get this finished today. I'll try and get it mounted. I don't know if I'll be able to get it mounted, but we'll try. And then what we're going to do is we're going to need to nip up to collect a light cluster for the back of the Punto. and then we'll go and get that fitted. We've got a lady coming to look at that on Monday, I believe. We're also getting a little bit of a part exchange. It's a bit of a duffer, but we'll see anyway. We'll get that wheel changed, and then we will see where we are later on, if we're going to crack on or we're going to do something else. So anyway, let's get this body filler mixed up. So when you're mixing body filler, oh god, hang on, put you down. There we go. So body filler, I'm going to use Isopon Repair P38. It's what it recommends with the fiberglass kit I've used. I'm not going to teach you how to suck eggs and tell you how to mix it and stuff, because I'm no expert. So we'll get a good sized chunk, because all we're going to have to do is keep body, we're going to layer it up anyway. Yeah, so all I ever do is people tell me to do it, will say I'm doing it wrong or it should be done differently, but I'm not expert. Don't pretend to be either. Sometimes I do, but usually after a few beers. To get the correct amount of hardener, what I always do is I'll always do this. There's a lump, and I'll just run it across it. Some of you in the comments will be like, "Oh God, you're doing it wrong." Someone's be like, "Yeah, well, you're doing it right." But anyway, all I do is I just keep folding it over until it's all one colour. I've probably totally got way too much here, but I want to try and touch up the bottom. Like, this stuff will go off really quick. So you want to just keep mixing it. You don't want any streaks, so when you're mixing it, just scrape it up and just put that down on the board that I'm using. It's just a piece of cardboard, nothing spectacular. But like I keep saying, I'm no expert. So what we'll do is we'll have a go at this. It's going to take about 15 to 20 minutes for it to dry. And then we'll see where we are and we'll sand it. So let's go. Mad. So what we'll do while this is drying is I'll give the garage a tidy. All you're trying to do, all I'm trying to do at the moment is just build this up and see where we go. Hopefully we can get it done. I don't want to put too much on. Just try and smooth it off over the fiberglass so you can't see the crack. But this is going to take two or three, well, probably two, I reckon. 2 or 3 layers of this. Because this is such a cheap car, this is just going to be a rattle can job. I'm not going to get the compressor and the spray gun out and all that sort of good stuff. Some of you are probably going to say it's not even worth doing, but for I think there's a good £300-400 profit in this, maybe 4, maybe 5. Because I'm not a professional, but I think hopefully with this we should be able to get this. So there we go, that's it put on now. Some of these will tell me it's too thick, too thin, but like I say, we'll try and build a layer up. What we'll do, we'll let it go off. That's probably the wrong way, but we'll sand it back and then we'll see. I'm going to put a little bit down here to try and even this out as well. It's me building the resin yesterday. Try and clear some of these dinks up in it. Nice flat surface to spray on. The bumper itself's in fairly average condition. Yeah. So we'll leave that 15 minutes to go off, 15-20 minutes. I'll give this shit all a tidy, maybe get that wheel on, and then we'll come back. So after much sanding, this is where we are now. So what we'll do is we'll throw some cleaner on it and see how we're looking. Cloth, there we go. So we've still got that little crack there, but that seems to be, so I wonder if as soon as we get some primer on that, I should do it quite nicely. So I think we're getting there. Yeah, so to the touch it is quite smooth, if I'm honest. So I've got gloves on, so that's what I feel. Yeah, so we're not too. I think we're there or thereabouts. We're a little bit more hand sanding, I think. Just around here, just try and get rid of some of these. We'll go with a smaller grain, I think. And I think we're there or thereabouts, ready for painting, I think, which is good. We've crack on with that. Oh, excuse me. So what we've done, we've given it a light dusting now with primer after some more sanding. Just to see if we can find any high spots. It looks pretty good, if I'm honest. There's a few little imperfections there. We'll touch that up with a fine little bit of body filler. Do another sand on that, I think. But I think all in all, the bumper's getting there. We'll get that fucking plate off. That's going to get replaced anyway because that looks honking. We'll get some new ones there made up. We'll clean up the other side of the bumper prior to spraying, I think. Yeah, I think we're getting there. It purely is going to be a rattle can job. It's not the greatest bumper anyway, and I've just been in and contacted some breakers, and they still want best part £140 for me, but it doesn't make any sense to put it on. The car itself is only going to be £995, if I'm honest. The biggest thing we've got to combat is the weather at the moment. It's absolutely appalling. I have been out and I have collected the light for the Punto, which is here. So what we'll do is we will jump up and go and get that fitted, I think. It's going to put another dust coat on here. We'll get the primer down on the bumper, I think. Then we'll nip up, we'll get the dog, nip up, put that on. I've also changed the wheel on the car as well, that's now on. So yeah, we are moving along quite nicely today. A little bit slower than I would like due to the weather, but you know, we can't have everything, can we? And I've just realised there's a massive smudge on this, so God knows what the video quality is going to be. But anyway, there you go, it's a bit cleaner now. Anyway guys, we are plodding on nicely, so we'll get on with this. So, second coat of primer's on. It's looking a lot better actually. We've tried to touch up some of those little holes, the bodywork, so we're looking good. It is not looking too bad. So what we'll do now is we'll get this plate off. I think it's going to be a little bit of a issue, but we will find out. We'll find some screwdrivers, and then what we'll do is we're going to need to tidy up this garage. Once we've got this bumper out, we'll put it on the car because it's an absolute shithole. So I'm going to try and get this number plate off. It should just be screws you'd like to think, but if there's even a screw in there, I don't know. But anyway, we'll get these off and we will come back. But yeah, things are not progressing well. So there's 600 WD-40 on there. Let's have a look, see what's the progress. I think this is what these are going to need. There's actually no screw head here at all. I think these will need grinding off, I think. Because these aren't going to come off. I think these have been on since the car's been bought, if I'm honest. Yeah, these absolutely. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, it's okay. We're good. It's not broke. Well, that was an old bollocks moment. Yeah, these are going to be. There's no way these are coming out. To grind them off. So we will get the Dremel out and we will grind these off. I think, but we'll do all this. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, let's get these ground off. Okay, so we have done. Excuse me. Yeah, two coats on that now. The next coat will be the final coat, and then what we'll do is we'll leave it to dry. Then we'll come back in a few hours, and then we'll go for the clear coat. But yeah, it's 3 coats of base. Don't get me wrong, it is not going to be a perfect finish. 1, it's a rattle can. 2, I'm really crap at painting. and 3, it's an older car, so I'm not really too worried about it. As long as it looks presentable and is better than a big, huge cracked bumper, I'm quite alright with that. So what we're going to do now is we'll jump in the van, we'll go up, we will fit the light cluster, and then we'll come back. This should have dried enough for me to go for one more final, sorry, should be dry enough for me to go for clear coat. Maybe I'll put another coat on and see what it's like when I get back. Anyway, so I'm going to jump in the van, and I will come back to you when we've done this, and I think I've said that about 10 times now. But anyway, this is where we are, this is what we're up to. Hopefully we'll get this bumper done today. If not, it's no big